What a stunning venue. We are live at Brooklyn Hall. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
Looking forward to this one, Todd.
It's time for our tale of the tape. The gentleman of boxing. This
bout is scheduled.
These two have been going at and we're off and running between these two really accomplished fighters. Let's see how they come out. One moment changes everything, especially in this division. That left lands. They exchange punches. That left scores. We welcome you to this beautiful theater where every seat has been sold, but don't expect these fans to be sitting down. We expect a standing ovation when these two are done.
This is that place you want to say, I fought there, I've been there, and now we are here.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, that punch. Exchange here from both men. Nice punch. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. As bad as Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to go down? He threw the hook, didn't land. Both men step back for just a moment. Defending themselves. We wanted action, and they are giving us action. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He fails to score with that left hook. Defending themselves. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch.
We've got a couple of big units here, so I'm expecting power. You're going to have excitement. You're going to have drama, because when these guys slow down, that's when the punches are going to land.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. At this point, you gotta believe. Here we go in round three. Who's gonna land the first big shots? So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. mastery being shown here is just incredible. Defense is not an option for these two. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around them. Work the body, use tactics sometimes to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice exchange here from both men. Neither man really defending themselves. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Pretty dominant round there. And there's the bell to start round 4. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
This fighter has tested their opponent's power and apparently isn't impressed as they continue to walk through all these power shots. He got out of the way of that right hook. He just misses with that jab. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
He blocks that jab. Misses with that jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how? Time for the 5th round. Left shot lands. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Perfect punch. Can they figure out the combination to this safe? We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again and the fight will be over.
There's a right hand. Both want a knockout, you can tell. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. I promise you, all three judges. On to the 6th round. One of the best attributes to have in boxing has nothing to do with boxing. It's how well you can take a punch to the face.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are the questions. Oh boy, that one's gotta hurt, and down he goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Blocks the uppercut. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. And he just missed with that left jab. One of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore. So the final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's... Here we go, it's round 7. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
That hook doesn't score. They're giving us a high-tempo show. One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in the fight. They've got to relax.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That left hook missed. Another scoring shot there. Neither fighter willing to slow down. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. They've got the momentum. They've got the advantage. How do they carry? There's the bell to start round 8. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you hit and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
And he misses with that jab. Missing with the hook. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. That hook won't score. And that left hook doesn't find its target. He misses with that jab. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. From this moment forward, both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Seen in the past from this fighter, they don't get concerned when they lose some of the earlier rounds because they know they've got that power that can strike at any moment.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little faggot and pickpocket him.
There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake. They score again with the left hand. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Oh, what a punch! What we are seeing. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. It's no secret who has the... This is the 10th. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape. This is a high-octane battle. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
And endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
This is when you talk about championship material.
There's the bell to start round 11. Nice with that jab. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas over them eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
A swing and a miss with that jab. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good punch. How do they didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged. They're down, and that may... Well, there you have it. It is official now, and that is not the way anyone wanted this fight to end.
No complaints there at all. The crowd agree, I agree. The ref knew exactly what he was doing. So you know what? Great shout. I look forward to fight number 2.
You are looking live at the WBC Arena. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
You tried to...
The gentleman of boxing, Floyd. Smoking Joe.
This bout is...
What a pleasure it is to be here. Many said this fight would never happen, and yet here it is, and here we go. Hit him with a left jab. Oh, and he caught him with an uppercut. Nice counter shot. Good counter punching for both these athletes. Good counter punch. He blocks the jab. Is Frazier in trouble? It's now or never. The clock is ticking. This is his big chance. Apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Nice counter shot with the right hand. They exchange punches. They both want a knockout, you can tell. And he just missed with that left jab. Catch and shoot with the left counter. Frazier covering up. He's got nowhere to go. Trying to answer back. No, we don't see a knockdown. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Left counter punch was scored. Talk about a one-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's
Here we go. It's round 2. He misses with that jab. Not going to see a lot of finesse and skills from this guy. He wants to bury his forehead in your chest and pound away.
You fight the Swarmer, you've got to protect everything. The body with the elbows, the head with the forearm. You've got to try and push them off balance because they will just stay in your face.
Threw the hook, didn't land. And a counter left. And shoot. Nice counter. He blocks the right hook. Punch, counter punch. Well, we know what the game plan is going to be for this fighter. He's got to stick and move and avoid the big shots from the bigger man.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you, and push his own weight on him.
Perfect counter shot. Great counter right hand there. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
As long as they don't get complacent.
On to the third. Good counter right hand again. Both men step back for just a moment. Missed him with that uppercut. Oh, what a punch! They call it the Glory Division. There's nothing quite like a heavyweight fight. It doesn't take much to win it.
Because they're so big, because they can punch, because they've got the weight behind them, they may not be connecting, but trust me, when they connect, that's when this fight sets on fire. Because somebody's going to get hurt, and someone's going to react.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. Oh, that punch! You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Quick punch scores. That left scores. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Can you imagine if he knocks out Joe Frazier? After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious. There's the bell for round 4. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
I'd like to see more jabs. Parries away that left hook. So far, it seems like aggression has been the key. This fighter just not slowing down.
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Showing exceptional chins, by the way. He just misses with that big right hand. Bombs away. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Was almost a 10-8 round. Complete dominance. Back into the fray here in round 5. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How did you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Both men step back for just a moment. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Good right hand. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you gotta think him. You just gotta be smarter than him. You gotta be like a little fake or a pickpocket him.
Got out of the way of that right hook. That's another scoring shot. It's bombs away. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Got the momentum, they got the advantage. How do they carry that on to the 6th round? One of these fighters is starting to run out of gas. What do you do as a fighter when you just don't have the energy?
What can they change? They can change their attitude. They can change their nervous system for a certain amount of punches per round. Because otherwise, if they deviate from the game plan, they're going to be shattered once again, and the fight will be over.
And he misses with that jab. By the way, the connect percentages have to be off the charts. Can't connect with that right hook. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that, and you punched him, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
He misses with that jab. They both want a highlight reel knockout. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of the...
Here we go. It's round 7. Neither man really defending themselves. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics sometimes just so that you outblocks a fight and beat them on points.
Left shot lands. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
There's a scoring blow. And that may just do it. He is not moving. What a shot that put him down. 1, 2, 3. seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Boy, this next round is going to be crucial. There's the bell to start round 8. Nice exchange here from both men. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Fighters certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
Hodge, we know one of these fighters can knock you out with a simple jab. They're that powerful.
Blocks that right hook. Nice exchanges from both men in this round. He just misses with that jab. He parries that left jab away. Stamina is so important for these two fighters because it allows them to use their skills throughout the match. It can all come down to who's in better shape.
Now this is about desire. This is about character. This is about want.
You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scene, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round. Both fighters starting to get tired as we start round 9. Both men step back for just a moment. No rest for the weary. Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
And this with that jab. Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That one lands. How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this guy that can seriously hurt you?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Solid punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That body has been beaten up big time as he sits down. It's round 10. And at some point, the corner needs to... action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. His legs are gone, but somehow he's still in this fight.
How are they going to revive him?
And there's the bell for round 11. Correct me if I'm wrong, but when you're dealing with someone with so much speed, you've got to get your timing right.
This can be so frustrating when you're under such a fast fighter that can throw 3-4 shot combinations before you've even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
He fails to score with that left hook. And he misses with the left uppercut. This fighter's certainly not going to outthrow their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you can hit, and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Nice exchanges from both men in this round. You can tell he's stronger, but he's not faster. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Perfect punch. Coming back to life now, starting to land some punches. This round could go either way, 10 seconds to go. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right.
There's the bell for round 12. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
That hook doesn't score. Nice job by him to block that jab. He blocks that jab. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
His jab just got blocked. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, can you imagine if he knocks out this legend? A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Some might have thought it was a little bit closer, but in the end, the referees are in a unanimous agreement.
What a whitewash. You know, that's skills, that's class, that's levels. One is up there, one is down.